Hey y'all, it's Taryn. It is Sunday, March 6th. Welcome. I hope you've had a great couple of weeks. It's been the same old here. Always busy. It seems like there's always something going on. Kirsten has been working. These are some of the flowers. I just placed an order with Amazon and completely forgot to order the stuff to frost the glass for the mason jars that I've still got to do. I wanted to show you because I had shown you before. Let's see if I can show you the wheat hearts that I'm braiding. This one looks a little bit wonky. I'll have to be sure when I put it in the box to do it the right way. Anyway, I had just bought some wheat like at Hobby Lobby or whatever to see if I could remember how to do this. And since I figured it out, I ordered more wheat. Well, I told you I threw away the first box or burned it or whatever. And the new wheat came in, and it's shorter than what I used originally. But, let's see, that's not the whole of it because some of the pieces are really short. So, we're going to have a whole host of sizes because I'm not going to keep ordering wheat to try to figure it out. But, so there will be varying sizes. But that's the beauty of handmade, right? No two things are the same. I've got wheat soaking right now. I've braided a little bit today. As you can see, I tied the ribbon on there. I got that in. I'm just ripping fabric because I want it to be frayed and a little not so pristine, I guess is the best way to say it. I don't know. Anyway, I did stitch. I worked on Abigail's stocking. If you're new here, my intention was to have everyone's stocking done by their second Christmas. They weren't home the first Christmas, which would have been 1999. So, I'm right on time. Here's the whole thing so far. This time I worked down in here. I think since the last time you've seen it, I finished this hat, put in the scarf, and I've done a crap ton of white stitching, which you can't see. And I'm sorry. For those of you who are not as sciencey as I am, crap ton means a lot. And it sucks to be doing all that stitching that you can't see. I worked on Happy Everything. No, that's not even Happy Everything. Be Thankful. I'm trying to remember. No, Happy Everything I think is on my 20 and 20. Abigail's stocking is on my 20 and 20. We'll see. But I don't think Be Thankful is. I think Happy Everything is. Anyway. Not that it matters. So, here's the whole thing. And this time I worked just down here in the basket. I think there's only one row left of the basket. I think one row more is as far down as it goes right here. So, that'll be nice. It'll be nice. Out of, I have to look, this Celebrations cross stitch, and it says it is summer of 1990. I worked on this that says summer, and honestly that should take about 5 minutes to finish, unless you're me. I was going to use that. And so now we're up to some. This time I put in the S. The flag doesn't have any of the red stripes. And part of the next M. See that pig in red rain boots? can't even. This I'm doing on a piece of the, God, the words just left my head. Anyway, it comes this way, the banding fabric that Colden gave me. She sent me a whole box of goodies, and I'm using them. It's not that fast. I worked on Earth Dancer. Good Lord, I'm almost positive I get that wrong every time. Earth Dancer. This is on my list of 20 and 20. Get the thread out of the way. Oh my gosh. Sorry, moving the needle minder. And quite frankly, with this one, I'm thinking, no effing way. Not gonna happen. I think this time I filled in, I think I did this up in here, and now I'm filling in some of those. There's a lot of places, like these holes right here are beads. So there's a lot that's getting skipped over because I'm doing it over 2/2 instead of using Ada. I think that's a mushroom Lugana, but I wouldn't swear to it. It's a lot slower going for me. So my fall welcome. This one also is on my list of 20. The top half of the needle minder just went flying. The bottom half is still stuck to the needle. Okay. So here we are. Last year I had from about here up to about here done, and realized my fabric was too short. So I guess in 20 I realized that. I restarted it in 2021. And so this time I filled in the bird, I think is all I got done when I was working on it. Oh, and I brought these down a little bit. There isn't all that much to go. I've got this little part of the basket right here, and then the welcome, and to finish this, and then of course the back stitching, and there's quite a bit of back stitching. But like I've said before, I have high hopes I can get this one done this year, that it's a 20 and 20 that I can actually accomplish. I worked on my June Snowflower Diaries. This is Joyful World, and these are free patterns if you go to her website. This is one I started this year. I think before, when I started, I just had the brown outline. I filled in a little bit of that, but I did this time. Does it look like a bear? I asked Kirsten. She said no. I don't know why she got to be so mean. Kids, right? Out of this Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, and it's July and August of 92. And I am working on this one. This one is on my list of 20. And I have just a little tiny bit done. This time working on it, I put in this blue twice. Because I counted wrong up there at the top of the bowl and stitched it, and then realized I was wrong, pulled it out, and put it back in again. I could probably get a lot more done if I didn't have to do it twice. Such as this one. And this one was a free one from cross-stitch-patterns. No. cross-stitch-patterns.eu. And it's a freebie. And it's just called Ukrainian Ornament. Now on the pattern, all of that white is stitched. I'm using white fabric. I'm not stitching all that. This time I put in this over here. This is my third attempt at this one, and before I never made it past right here. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm actually getting someplace to finish off. This is all one page. To finish the page, there's a little bit down here. This ends where it ends because that's the edge of the page. There's another flower right here, and then, you know, mirroring this part of that right there. So I'm almost done with that one page. It's like that because it's easier to read, I'm sure, and because all of the other stuff is stitched on the pattern. So this is my new start from last week. It's a welcome. It's been a long time since I've done a welcome. I'm doing this one with the flag. And because I wanted it to be even more muted like that one, see, here's one that's done on white, but I wanted it even more muted, so I dyed some fabric. And this is Rit Dye Sandstone, and it's a lot more orange than I really wanted it to be. But, I mean, it looks like sandstone. It's kind of peachy. It's not really showing up on camera. It doesn't look like as peachy as it is. But I dyed this piece of fabric also with the sandstone. But then I went back and I coffee dyed this one. But can you see the difference in the color? Because I wanted more tan for this one. This one didn't matter. I just didn't want it to be white under the colors. So I'm just stitching on it anyway. And there you go. There's my big start. It was the one color that I had that was right there at the edge. So it got to go in. I know, right? Reasons. Okay. I worked on, I call it the flower tree. I can't read this. I don't know what it says. In my world, it says flower tree. It's a stamped cross stitch. I didn't move any of my needle minders out of the way. It's like I didn't know I was going to do this. So I'm done. Just kidding. Since last time, I finished filling in the grass at the bottom of the tree, and I've come up here again closer to the top to start filling in, working my way down. And like on this one, I did my tree in brown. It comes with black to do that in, and I did not do that. But here you go. Here's what it looks like from behind, so you can actually see more of what's been done. This one is also on my list of 20. I think I started this one in Mania 16, maybe. I worked on this one. I think I talked about this one before, that I don't love working on it because of all the color changes, because it's so small but confetti heavy. So this time I did a few more of these little things, but I did fill in more of the flowers than I had last time. So maybe next time. Like I said in my last video, there's like 4 shades of pink in each one of those flowers. It's crazy. That's the real reason that I get irritated working on it. Or we're going to go without. Today's new start is this one right here, this bunny. I realized because I roll I spin the wheel, not roll the dice. I spin the wheel to see what I'm going to stitch on, and one of my wheels is just like a holiday something, and I realized I don't have anything for Easter since I finished whatever I was doing before. So I decided I wanted some kind of bunny something, and I was looking online to buy something because I don't have a million patterns already. I have like 3 Easter things marked in this magazine alone, but I decided to start on this one. And I decided that obviously it's on blue fabric. I decided I didn't really want to go with blue, that I would like some kind of light pink. So there was a bottle of red wine in the refrigerator. Now, to be honest, I don't even know if you're supposed to refrigerate red wine. I have no idea. I'm not a wine drinker. In general, the wine that I like, I think they call it Ripple. Okay, I'm not that bad, but I'm not drinking Mad Dog or Thunderbird. Not since I was 15 anyway. I'm kidding. I was 12, no. So this was in the refrigerator. I don't even know where it's from. We've had clients in the past that would buy us bottles of wine, and we are not wine drinkers. So I have a hutch in my dining area that has room for like, I don't know, 40 bottles of wine. It's ridiculous for people who don't drink wine. So I tried to dye this piece of fabric with a wine to get a light pink. The first wine didn't take it all, the bottle that was in the refrigerator. And so this morning I tried again. I opened a new bottle because, like I said, we have wine. We're not wine drinkers. So I opened a new bottle and used it. And I still don't have pink. Here's what I have. And here's how much I got done. There's some white in there too. Obviously, center start. So the white is from this butterfly right there. The white on the butterfly. And then there's some of this like right around here. That's the darker color. So I don't really have pink, but I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. In those splotches, it's kind of a like a really pale mauve-y kind of pink. It's not really what I wanted, but whatever. I'll use it anyway. But those splotches are the sediment from the wine. I wasn't paying attention. I got down to the bottom of the bottle and poured it out. And that took like crazy. I can't get it out. Look at. And I had trouble deciding on the fabric, which side to use, but I felt like this side was worse. See all those lines on it? I don't even know how it got there, but the cross stitch should cover up most of it. That's the story we're going with. And I got to tell you, the smells out here are interesting because we have the smell of wine and coffee. So it's nice. It is nice, let me tell you. And I worked on my Brooks Books Animal Advent. Y'all aren't even going to believe this. You won't. Look at this. Y'all, I finished number 12, and look how much I got done on 13. I'm impressed with myself if I do say so. I was saying last time that I have got to do better than one a month because I had 10 done this year going into the year. 11 was almost done. So I finished 11 in January, 12 in February. I've got to pick up the pace because I won't get this done this year. It's on my list of 20. And one a month isn't going to make it happen. Now, on the bird, I got a lot done because I sat in the car stitching while Dax had a dental appointment. He's got to get a tooth crowned because it has cracked from the old, they said the old mercury fillings when our generation with the mercury in them, that with hot and cold they expand and contract, which eventually causes the tooth to crack. So his tooth is cracked and he needs a crown. And he is flipping out about it. He's very concerned about it. He's never had one before. And I told him, this is no secret, I told him that it's really hard for me while I'm going through this implant stuff for the second time to be very empathetic about the crown. Sympathetic. I'm like, it's not that big a deal. Just go get it done. So, anyway, that's why I was able to get so much done on it. But the birdhouse here has like gumdrops around it. And I'm trying to do something a little extra in each one. And so I think I'm going to pick one of these, probably this really light blue right here, to blend in with the colors for the gumdrops, to give them a little bit of sparkle. And all of this is, again, from Colban. She calls it Satan's pubic hair. Here's her note when she sent this stuff to me. She's trying to pass on my stash of Satan's pubic hair. So, and I've already used it. It's kind of hard to tell. You can tell in person a lot better. Right here on these martini glasses, they're in that blue to give them a little bit of shimmer. But I think I'm going to add it to the gumdrops too. We'll see. And I forgot last time. You wouldn't think that I would forget to show something that I'm stitching on every day. But I forgot last time, and I almost forgot this time. So, once again, let me get my needle minder out of the way. I showed you Abigail's stocking. Here's Wyatt's stocking for anyone who's new. It is the same scenario as Abigail's, only this one was started a little bit earlier. But it is on my list for this year, and because I started this one earlier than hers, and I mean earlier by years, but come hell or high water, I want this one finished this year. But look at all the progress I've made. I think the last time I showed it, this was empty in here. None of this was here. I think since the last time I showed it, I have finished these bricks over here. They were kind of, a little bit was there, but they weren't filled in. I finished his boot. I know from the beginning of the year I finished his boot. I think last time I had a little bit, like went right here down. So I finished filling that in, came over here, and then this is like tops. This is the top of a house, and then you can see the little one there. And there's blue stitching here that's hard to see. But y'all, I was thrilled to be able to make this turn right here at the heel. So to even be this far, I am beside myself. I'm doing this, the 25 a day. I usually do more than 25 just because I'll try to get to the end of an area, or if my thread's getting close, I'll just go ahead and keep doing it. But I'm like right in, this is the stuff I'm working on, and this is where I am. I'm coming down right there with this part right here. I'm like right in here. So this is what I have left. Well, of course, and then back stitching. I've done a little bit, but I'm not looking very forward to that, especially with all of the fudging that I had to do up there. But, oh well. So, it's coming along. He is coming along. Finally, I feel like I'm getting somewhere. It took a long time to get to that. That is everything that I have stitched. I actually have a purchase. It was on Listia, so I didn't pay for it, so it doesn't go against my budget. But I got this. Oh, you can't see it through that. This one's embroidery, and it's just for the little, I don't think it tells you how to do the patchwork around it. It's just for this cute little, I don't know if it's going to focus or not. It's a cute little bird and a heart, just in her little nest, or on a branch. It's not in a nest. So I got that. And then I also got this one off of Listia, Olga. Kirsten said it looks like my kind of pattern. I don't know what that means. But it's a Plum Street Samplers, and I know that a lot of people have done that one too. I almost forgot. I got more stuff too. I know, right? I ordered this big thing of 18 count Ada. It is, I don't know, it's like 36 wide by 60 inches long. Something like that. I mean, it's a lot for $20 on Amazon. But I won 2 quarters in the Super Bowl pool. And so I won $50. And so I spent part of my money. Okay, my phone's starting over again. So I don't know if it cut me off or what's going on. I won $50 because I won 2 quarters in the Super Bowl pool. The beauty of this Super Bowl pool is that my parents do it. My parents draw the numbers. I guess they roll dice. I don't know. They fill out the pool chart. They use my brother's family, his kids, my family, my kids. And then nobody puts any money in. My parents just, however it comes out, send you money. So I'm good with it. I won 2 quarters, $50. So I bought myself, so again, it doesn't count, right? I bought this Glendon Place Thanksgiving. It has been on my list of ones that I wanted for a while. I used to have it on little sticky notes, you know, the sticky notes program on my computer, but every time my computer updates, it deletes my sticky notes and I can never find them again. And a lot of what was on there, I don't remember, but I remember that this one was on there, so I decided to go ahead and buy it. And I bought the fancy floss for the thanks. They had a floss pack for the whole thing, but I really didn't feel like the rest of it warranted the fancy floss. It looks like it's the thanks and then the bands on the hats, but it doesn't look to me like it's anyplace else. But I want to start it really bad, but it has 100 patterns in front of it, and if I don't stick it to the back, then the things that are already there will never get done. So it has to go to the back. And I think that's all. I think that's all I bought. That's not true. I bought some floss for the welcome flag thing. And that, I actually paid for that. It will go on my list. 4 skeins, so what's that? $2.25, something like that. I don't know. I think that's it. I guess. It has been, like I said, kind of a boring week, which I'm okay with. I like the boring better. I bought tickets for Dax and I to go see Johnny Lee at the Devil's Backbone Tavern, which, if you're not from around here, means probably nothing to you. It is a dive bar. It is one we like to hang out in because it's mostly locals, and it's not fancy. It's not where the pretty people go hang out. It's just people who just want to go and just chillax a little bit. But the bartenders are fantastic. They know us, and if they see us pulling up, our drinks are ready by the time we get in the door, so it's all good. But Johnny Lee, if you don't listen to country music, did a lot of the songs that were in Urban Cowboy, and I didn't want to spend the money for what the tickets cost to go to listen to him in a dive bar, but he wanted to go. He said that we never do anything fun. We should splurge every now and then. We work really hard, so I bought the tickets. I told him that we could go later and see the Derailers, which I'm pretty sure they're like a mostly Texas band. I don't know if they even travel outside of here. We could have bought both tickets for what one of these tickets cost, but he's right. We do work hard, and we should get to enjoy it every now and then. So I think that's all that's coming up sometime later this month. I don't remember when. So anyway, I don't know how we're going to act because I think it's on a Thursday night and it doesn't start until 9, and we haven't been those people who hang out till late at night in a long time. So I know, look, it'll probably be over by 10:30. Oh my God, it's so late. So there you go. There is all of the excitement in our world. And for those of you who expressed concern from the last video, I guess he found the love sack cream. He didn't bring it up again. So there you go. All right, y'all. Thank you. Welcome, new subscribers. I appreciate all of you, the new subscribers, those of you who've hung out with me and stayed in there for the long haul. I appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for the comments. And even though I'm horrible about getting back to you, I read them all. I appreciate them all. And keep them coming. Until next time, y'all take care. Thanks, y'all. Bye.